Hey guys, anyways, Hope here. Welcome back to the channel, and we're approximately 5 months away from iOS 16 this year, beta 1, as Apple usually announces the first beta towards June time frame. So we're approximately 5 months away from the first beta, and if Apple continues with the naming scheme using numbers, this year we'll see iOS 16, obviously beta 1, around the June time frame. However, there's one aspect of iOS that Apple really hasn't targeted much, hasn't really changed much over the years. And in my opinion, that would be the lock screen. I would think with iOS 16, Apple should target the lock screen. And I have a few jailbreak tweaks that I want to share with you guys here that improve the user experience. And hopefully, Apple will take notes of some of these and implement them into iOS 16 in the near future. Now, we'll talk about the jailbreak tweaks, how they work. And at the end of the video, we'll go over which ones are being applied here in order to get this really cool looking lock screen that you see right here. But as always, if you would like to stay up to date with the latest iOS news and Apple software updates, you guys already know, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you turn on those notifications so that you don't miss another episode. Now, the first thing I want to talk about on the lock screen is notifications. I have this really cool concept here. As you can see, there's a carousel here that brings some of the latest notifications towards the front of the carousel, and some of the older notifications stick to the back here. As I go through my notifications, I can tap into one here and I can see a preview of the latest notification for that particular application. I can view it. I can also tap and hold on the icon here, and I can clear all the notifications for that particular app, or clear all notifications for all apps directly from the lock screen here. Now, again, as notifications come in here, I get a quick preview, and then they sort of sink into the application, shrinking and make them minimized just like so right here. Again, I can just simply scroll through the notifications here. I can tap into the app, see a preview. I think this would be a great implementation for notifications on the lock screen. iOS 15 really didn't do much for notifications. We did get a notification summary and a new change with iOS 15.2 for that notification summary. But I think notifications need to get a little more organized in iOS, and I think this carousel idea, I really like it a lot. Let me know what you think about this one in terms of notification, hopefully for iOS 16. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is widgets on the lock screen that pertain certain information. And now, as of right now, I got the weather. As you can see right here, it shows the weather for the day. This would be a great idea to have on the lock screen. I'm sure many iOS users would love to see the weather here on the lock screen for their iPhone. Just a quick tap on the screen, see what the weather it is outside. You might want to wear a jacket or not, and things like that. You can also have your calendar. If you have some doctor's appointments, any important meetings and things like that, you can see all that information at a glance quickly on the lock screen. Now, when I talk about these types of implementations for the lock screen, many users say, well, then you'll miss all your notifications. And my answer to that is no, because when a new notification comes in, the screen can just go blurred and then highlight the notification. Once you view it, if you wish to do so, then this information pops right back on the screen as you see it right here. So let me know what you think about having maybe widgets or extensions for the lock screen, like the weather or the calendar. I think it would be a great idea for iOS 16. And last but not least, I want to talk about the lock screen shortcuts for Face ID devices. Now, with Face ID devices, you have these shortcuts on the bottom of the screen. You only have the flash and the camera, which in my opinion, the camera seems a bit redundant because when you swipe to the left, you also get the camera. But aside from that, this jailbreak tweak allows us to have more than one extension. If I tap and hold on this widget here, I get Do Not Disturb or the flash on the left. This is the one that I chose here. Or if I tap on the one on the right, press and hold, I get my notes and the camera. Now, when I tap into these, obviously they do work as intended. As you can see right here, I can press on the flash, it turns on the flash, Do Not Disturb. Everything works as intended. This is a jailbreak tweak, obviously, and we'll go over some of the details here. Let's head on over into settings and talk about this one a little further. So we go to the settings here, right there. Quick action is that one that we're talking about here. So on the left button here, I have the option to customize it and add anything that I want to that particular shortcut of the lock screen. I think it would be great to see Apple add something like this so users can actually add the shortcuts that they would want for the lock screen rather than the ones that Apple thinks users want on the lock screen. Now, in terms of the weather for the lock screen here, let me go here into Cydia here and show you which one I'm currently rocking here. I believe the name is called Visium. There it is. So that jailbreak tweak there cost about $1. I downloaded it, and this one gives me that really nice weather on the lock screen, which is super cool. And last but not least is the actual app notifications, which is awesome. This one here, go ahead and check it out in Cydia if you do have a jailbroken iPhone. This one allows you to have these shortcuts or extension for notifications on the lock screen in order to get a better user experience for notifications within iOS. And let me know what you think. Are you ready for iOS 16? Do you want to change? Do you agree with all the changes I talked about here? Or would you like to see something else? Let me know in those comments down below, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.